So, if you're new to my channel, I am a K-pop news channel. I want to just basically talk about anything that's going on in the K-pop community. So, for the last part of this week, there's a couple of things that went on. One of the things, the first story that I'm going to talk about is SM announcing that they're going to have a new version of NCT. So when I looked up the article, they were talking about how SM went to Vietnam to look for Vietnam members, basically. So we know that NCT stands for Neo Culture Technology, and that there's going to be like an endless amount of people that are going to be in NCT. So there isn't like an official number of members yet or anything like that. Basically, they were just going there to scout for people to be in this new group. So I guess we're gonna have like a new NCT group, and it's gonna be Vietnam based. So it's gonna be Vietnamese, singing in Vietnamese, and they were calling it V-pop. So that's gonna be interesting. I've never heard like singing in Vietnamese before, so that'd be really interesting. I'm totally like excited for that. But like the thing I keep thinking about is like it seems like SM caters more to NCT 127 and NCT Dream, and NCT U. They were the first group to come out, so that like kind of bummed me out because oh my god, Seven Sense is my jam. Like I love that song so much, like the whole feel to it, like it's all trappy and stuff. Like that's the kind of music that I come from, like the whole hip-hop, trap, R&B, blues type music. So I wish SM would like, you know, focus a little bit more on them, but you know, I don't control SM, and SM does what they want, as we already know. So that's that. And if you guys know any more information about it, like just let me know. Hit me up on my Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. So the next story is about CL and her American debut. So I know this is old news, and you know, she's been in the US for a while. She has her song Lifted, which is, if you don't know that song, go check it out. It's pretty good. I like it. And it has Method Man in it, so she like already has connections and stuff in the States. But basically the article was just talking about how the US is different from Korea in how her companies work. So she was explaining how in Korea that in YG, like YG takes care of all of the production and the videos and all that other stuff. But she was talking about how like in the States she feels like she's kind of alone, and she has to do everything on her own because she has to have a different team for each thing, you know what I mean? Like, so she has to have a team for engineering, and she has to have a team for, I mean, not engineering, producing, and she has to have a team for management. So it's just like things like that she was explaining. She was saying that like the reason why she wanted to do this so much, to have a American debut, is because she said that it shocks her that there's no like really known Asian pop stars other than Psy, but it was kind of like a one-hit wonder type deal, you know? So, and nobody like actively listens to him. It was just that one song, like one-hit wonder. So she was like, you know, maybe I'm not the person that's going to be the biggest Asian pop star. You know, she's starting from the bottom and starting her career over basically when she was already at the top in Korea. She was saying that you know, even if she's not gonna be like the top of the top, that at least she'll be able to get the ball rolling And I think that that's really admirable, because it's like, that's really scary. Even she's talking about having to do everything on her own. So that's really admirable of her to want to do that and to open those doors for new Asian pop stars. So I think that's really cool. And I think another like Asian Korean artist that's doing that is definitely J Park. I think he really does that too, but also BTS, because they just basically took over the US. Like, you can't even deny that that's what's going on. They literally took over the US with all of the award shows that they were going to, and all of the interviews that they had for Ellen and Jimmy Kimmel and James Corden. That was ridiculous. So, you know, they really got that exposure. But it's hard, I know, because even with that, there's like stereotypes about Asians, that they are just about their their education and stuff, and they are not about fun. And so, you know, I think that they'll definitely have to combat that stereotype, because we don't have any Asian K-pop. We don't have any Asian pop stars, so they'll definitely have to combat that stereotype. But their music is great, and we already love them, so they have our support. So the next article is about BTS and how they crashed the Seoul tourist site, and how the mayor even acknowledged it, which is crazy. So on Wednesday, BTS, they came out with their campaign for With Seoul, and the song is called With Seoul, for people to come to Seoul to promote South Korea. And so they had their song, whatever. So literally ARMY, like, they flooded the site to try and download the song. So it crashed the site. So it was a while before the site came back up. And the mayor, he said this, quote, I heard that the website has gone down for the first time. That means the anticipation is really high, right? So that was really, really cool. Well, not for, you know, people that are trying to get on the site, but it's cool that, you know, ARMY are so supportive of BTS, that they're over here like crashing sites and having the mayor of Seoul acknowledge it. So that's really cool. And then, so, you know, if you want to see the music video for With Seoul, it comes out December 13th, I believe. So look out for that. Until then, it's been Jack. I will see you guys in the next video. My links and stuff for the articles are going to be in the description box, and all of my social will be down there too. Bye!